everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber, and today I will be bringing you my April wrap-up. Now, I did not read much of anything this month. I was sort of in a slump. Last month, I binge read A Court of Silver Flames, and I think it made me not want to read any type of fantasy this month. I tried this month and I failed. But let's get into what I did manage to read from beginning to end. So, first thing I started off with, April was Poetry Month. So I started off with one of my favorite poets, Reyna, Biddy, and I read May God Help Us Find Our Way. And this is just basically a collection of poems about bodies and loving yourself and how we are birthed from women, and so it just touches on a lot of different topics. I did like star different stuff that I liked, but I didn't put tabs in it, so I have to go back and do that. But Reyna Biddy is one of my favorite poets. She has two other books out. She has a spoken album out, three spoken albums out actually. The first one is called I Love My Love. The second one is called Soye Luna, and the third one is called Sunday, which is my favorite. So, yeah, May God Help Us Find Our Way. That is the first book. Then the second book I read was You Reach Sam by David Thao, and this book broke my heart. If you've seen my weekly vlog or weekend vlog, I don't remember which one, but I did a vlog where I read this book and I talked about in detail how much this book meant to me. I gave it 5 stars, and this book touches on grief and loss and death of a partner. This follows a girl named Julie, and she loses her boyfriend Sam in a car accident. And from there, we're following Julia, and she is grieving. And one day, she decides that she's going to call Sam's cell phone to see if he will pick up, because she never got to say goodbye in the correct way. And from there, they started having these conversations every day, and we just follow her in her grieving process and her healing process. And it's just that book made me cry 30 minutes after reading it. And I'm not going to go into a big old spiel onto why that book meant so much to me. I'll leave the link to the vlog down below, because I talked for at least like 10-15 minutes about why that book meant so much to me. But I really did love the grief aspect, because I'm still grieving on the loss of a parent, which is not the same as the loss of a partner, but the grief is still there. 5 stars. And I just want to thank NetGalley for sending me an e-arc of that book. This book does not come out until November 2nd, so like I have a long time to wait. But it's okay, because I'm just ready to talk about it to the world. I still have not been able to come up with a review for it for Instagram, but I think I'm going to just put all my favorites together in one and then talk about it like that. Then the next book will also be on that favorites post whenever I make it, is Hurricane Summer by Asha Bromfield. This was also provided to me by NetGalley, and this book comes out May 4th, so really, really soon, and I'm so fucking excited. I have wrote my review for this on Goodreads, but I still have to come up with one for Instagram. And this one follows a girl named Tilla, and her sister are going to Jamaica to visit their father. Now, they live in Canada, so for the summer, the mom decided, hey, you guys are going to go to Jamaica, meet your other side of your family, hang out with your dad, blah, blah, blah. Get away from Canada for a little bit. So Tilla and her little sister, I don't remember her name, Mia, they go to Jamaica, they meet this side of their family, and immediately Tilla is having a hard time adjusting. She is not used to being up at the crack of dawn when the roosters go off. She's not used to the jet lag. She's not used to always having to clean up after herself. Just a lot of things that she can fly by with at home, she can't do at here in Jamaica. Like, she has an aunt that would clean at 4 in the morning while they're sleeping. She would get everyone in the house would get mad when they wake up late. You know, just mad that they're not accustomed to everything. They were definitely not happy that there was no Wi-Fi, no barely any TV, barely a radio. So they have to play outside like normal kids and, play in the water or whatever, whatever. Um, and while Tilla is on this summer vacation, she meets a boy or two, and she sort of kind of falls in love and gets her heart broken, and something horrible happens to her, and one of her best friends pass away. So trigger warnings for this book is rape, death of a child, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and verbal abuse. Um, this book was rough. I really just wanted to go into this book and hug Tilla. That's all I wanted to do because she was so, I don't know. In the beginning, she was like, I can't even put it into words. But you can see I still can't put into words how I feel about this book. But I, at the end, wanted to give Tilla a hug. I did love seeing her growth from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. She found her voice in this book because she was letting too much stuff slide. And I was ready to fight for her. Her cousin, I wanted to fight her. Her aunt, I wanted to fight her. The uncle, I wanted to fight. The only one that was good to her was her cousin, one of her cousins named Andre. And I just wanted to fight everybody for Tilla. Even her dad. Ooh, her dad mainly because her dad was a piece of... Never mind. Just, let's move on to the book. Again, thanks to NetGalley for Hurricane Summer. This book comes out May 4th. And I gave that book for the next stars as well. I read this recently. I read these next two books I read for a 24-hour readathon. And yeah, I read these two books. So I'll leave the link to that blog down below. But the first book is Lakewood by Megan Giddings. It follows a girl named Lena, and her grandmother has just passed away. So she decides that to take care of her mom who is sick, she's going to enroll into this secretive research program, and at the end, you're supposed to get a lot of money. Now, during this program, they doing a whole bunch of stuff to her, giving her injections, giving her color dye for her eyeballs, a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I like the fact that this book talks about research on black bodies in science and the government and whatnot, because the government doesn't really like black people, you know. But this was a dud for me. I explained it a lot in my reading vlog, but I was not enjoying this. It switched from first to third constantly because Lena would be writing letters to her friend, and then it would switch to her being in the program. Like, she'll be in the I version talking to her friend, and then it would switch to Lena said or Lena thought, and I'm just like, I'm not here for this. I was bored. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. I don't know. I gave this 2 stars. I heard that this was a really good. I got this from BookSparks as part of their spring challenge, Spring's book scope, where it follows like your horoscope, and then you get books based on your horoscope. So I got a whole bunch of thrillers. So this was part of it, and I mean, I was confused majority of the time, and I've seen a lot of reviews where a lot of people said they didn't like it either, like the writing style, the pacing, everything was off. So yeah, 2 stars for this one. And then the next book I got next book I read was The Three Mrs. Grays by Shelly Ellis. This follows three girls, Noelle, Diamond, and Vanessa. Well, women, Noelle, Diamond, and Vanessa, and they just found out that their husband Cyrus has been shot. Now, the only way they find out about each other is that they all go to the hospital, and 2 of them go to the hospital and they find out about each other. One of them was with Cyrus when he got shot, and so then the police told her, like, hey, there's 2 other wives. So the book then unfolds, and it starts showing who Cyrus is, how he got all these wives, why he has all these wives, and just like, who shot him and why. So this is the first book in a series, and I gave this book 3 stars. I did like the different perspectives of the different wives, but one of them, I don't know, all of them were interesting. Noelle had like a side dude, which her storyline ended up being dumb to me. Honestly, dumb. Diamond has a pimp that she thinks shot Cyrus, and so it's following her story with her pimp and like her background. Like you get each girl's background story, but I don't know. I don't. I've never read like a mystery series. I always read standalone mysteries. So I'm intrigued with the ending of with the way this book ended on what can happen in the next book or so because it did end on a cliffhanger, but also the ending was dumb to me. Like because one of the characters are making dumb decisions, you know? So 3 stars for this one. I usually give mystery thrillers are like 3 stars anyway, so if the next book is good, maybe I'll pick it up or it sounds interesting, maybe I'll pick it up. Now, those are all the books that I read. Now, I'm going to go do a little switcheroo, and we're going to talk about the shows that I watched this month. This is part of the reason why I only read 4 books this month. I mean, hey, if I read, I read. If I don't, I don't. That's kind of like the mentality I'm trying to do now, because I'm not going to keep forcing myself to read if I don't want to read, you know? So, not the book, the show that I've been hooked on all freaking month is 911. Now, I have watched the first season long, long, long time ago, and it wasn't on Hulu. And so I was waiting, and my sister could never give me her Amazon Prime so I could watch season 2 and then be prepared for season 3. So I just waited and I just waited. And then finally, one day, Hulu put all the seasons on. And so I immediately binge watched this show. Now, this show follows firefighters, a policeman or police lady, and dispatchers in LA. And it just follows all the different crime scenes and stuff that they go to. This has Angela Bassett, Love Hewitt, um, this guy, his name is Buck, and I freaking love him. He's my favorite. He's a firefighter. Angela Bassett is the police lady, and just, I love this show. Okay, I love the show. I am all caught up. I watched it, binge watched 3 seasons for like 2 weeks straight, and I didn't care. I felt, it felt so calming not to be stressed out about books for like 2 weeks. So yes, I love this show so much. I also started My Hero Academia, and I don't know if I started that last month or if I started that this month. But I'm on season 2 of My Hero Academia now. Um, so yeah, I don't really have a opinion on that show yet. I mean, it's okay, but it's like I can't keep. My attention is slow with that one. It's like I have to like make sure I am paying attention or I won't watch it. I don't think there's any other shows that I'm like completely obsessed with besides like the shows that are already on. This Is Us, Grey's Anatomy, The Good Doctor. I think that's it. Now, the last thing in this category is music, and I wish I could play the music that I love or I would get copyrighted, but I'm just going to say the artist, and that is Trevor Jackson. He came out with a new album this month. Not a lot of people know that he even sings. If you know him from Disney Channel Let It Shine or on Grownish, he does make music, and I love him for it because all his little EPs and whatnot bang. At least I think so. So he came out a new album this month called Love Language, and my favorite songs is Get to You and Pictures by the Pool and Just Friends and Love and Affection. Those are my favorite songs of that album. I still have to like re-listen to the whole album, but those are the 4 that stands out to me and has been on repeat. I love everything Trevor Jackson puts out. I don't care what people say. They're like, oh, he can't sing and blah, 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 blah. Clearly, it's making money for him, okay? We need something before when Grownish come back in the summertime, you know? So, those are everything that I read, watched, and listened to this month. If you like this style of wrap-up, let me know. I'll start doing them as the months go on. And, yeah, I hope to read more next month. I hope to watch a little bit more next month. And yeah. Uses everything that I read this month. That's what I watched. That's what I listened to. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, tell me what's a recent song that you loved. And if you don't have a recent song, leave the little music note. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.